Welcome everybody to the week 4 of the Arca series. We are here at Atlanta for the Daily Drivers Inc. League. I am Hilltop Bullet here to bring you all the action for the night. They are just now gridding up. We'll get the qualifying results put up on the screen. As Eric Gambrill is going to take the pole tonight with a 29.512. Joshua Nunes, and they're joining him on the front row in second place. Good qualifying from him. Danny Sanchez in third. Brandon Lois fourth. Patrick Cowgill fifth. Tommy Fox sixth. Matt R. Webb seventh. Edward Peltz eighth. Jerry Rose ninth. John Ott 10th. J.D. McGee 11th. Howard Stevens 12th. Lucian Thomason 13th. Zach Panzarella 14th. Harold Rolfe 15th. And Mark Zabot, Chris Cowgill, and Austin Rayborn not setting a time, but they're going to stack up in 16th, 17th, and 18th. Here tonight, we got 100 laps here at Old Atlanta. As we get gridded up here to go. As here we go. But this should be a fun one tonight. Only got about 19 cars, just under 20, and we should be a good one here. Bit less of a tower run for these first couple of laps, but Atlanta's one of my favorite tracks. We're coming here, got my first ever race league win here, so we'll see what they can do here tonight. We're also at Atlanta later tonight, and the Cup car about an hour after this race ends. Also here on the BRN network. Here we go. Eric Gambrill's going to take us to the green. Pace car is off now.
Green, green, green.
And we are green. Danny Sanchez behind, gets a good jump. Gonna push Eric across the start-finish line. Patrick Cowgill looks like a good one. Joshua Nunes there on the outside didn't get as good of a jump. Outside, it's forming up the inside line, forming up well. Here, Patrick Cowgill moves to the outside. So does Eric Gambrill, gonna take that outside lane. As Danny Sanchez looks to the bottom. Patrick's going to get the run. It's going to have to look to get a little out of it there, not to get in the wall. Still got cold tires. As he's going to stay side by side with Danny Sanchez. Let's go here as we almost look 3 wide there. We got a big battle there in the back too. Still 2. As Patrick Cowgill gets the lead on the outside on lap 2. So we still focus on this battle up front. Here on board with Joshua Nunes. As Patrick Cowgill sets fast lap 29.81. A little further back, but we'll see what we can get. Let's see, it looks like back here we got Zach Panzarella and Tommy Fox battling out. Oh, 3 wide action. That's Jerry Rose on the bottom. Little contact between Tommy Fox and Panzarella. Going to keep it clean and straight though, as the rest of the field is again single file of the 12 of Panzarella. And Mountain Dew car. That's going to be as Mark Zabach looks to the inside of Edward Peltz there, going to get the move made, looks like. Peltz going to fall in right behind. So we'll take a look back up here. Danny Sanchez and Patrick Cowgill look to be pulling a little bit away. Got about a 3/10 gap now. Zach Panzarella looking to the inside of JD McGee, the 907. Beautiful chrome car right there. But that's a new paint scheme for him this week. As there goes Mark to the inside of the 51 of Jerry Rose. Oh, Panzarella gets a little loose there on the inside. Going to fishtail a little bit, keep it straight. Going to leave Mark out there to fend for himself. No draft help as he gets back to the outside. As Austin Rayburn just sets the fastest lap of 29.58. So you'll be able to keep that one. As good battle back here. 904 and 901 going at it. That is Austin and John. Austin's going to get that spot for 16th. As we're still battling here. As Edward Peltz joins this battle there on the back end. As here comes the 03 of Chris Cowgill. Oh, Peltz having to back out of it, almost goes up into Jerry. There's, we got pack racing here at Old Atlanta. Oh, and Peltz is going to push. Is that that is 99 of Howard Stevens down almost to the apron. Going to keep it straight though. As there goes Mark Zabach flying up the inside. Not going to be able to get it done there. We'll take a look back at the front. Still pretty single file right there. You got Madar Webb took it to the inside of Joshua Nunes for 4th. As Yoan and Lucian Thomason coming up 7 spots so far. Trying to get in the top 5. As we'll go back here again as they look to somewhat get us straightened out. They'll still run that high line there. As we look, we get it all single filed out. As we got Zach Panzarella and Tommy Fox fighting for P8. Panzarella on the inside as Tommy Fox gets that run on the outside, gonna get the position back. See what Panzarella's able to do here. Mark Zabach looks to the inside too, might follow Panzarella through. Patrick Cowgill up to 3/10 lead now, pulling away from Danny Sanchez. Sanchez got a 3/10 lead on Eric also. Looks like Panzarella is going to be able to, as Mark goes to the outside, going to try to help Tommy and see if Tommy can't pull away from Panzarella. Tommy pulls in front of Panzarella, gets a little draft there on the bottom. As Mark's going to get the move made there on the outside. Here comes Jerry Rose with the extra speed from ripping the top in 3 and 4. Oh, Jerry Rose gets into the wall, but we're going to keep it straight. No cautions. As there goes Chris Cowgill to the inside of Jerry Rose. Going to move up to P11. As Mark Zabach gets by Tommy Fox here for a second. See if he's able to clear him. The next corner is going to get by. Panzarella looks to the inside once again of Tommy Fox. As we get a battle for second. Eric Gambrell going to the inside of 3 and 4. So we'll take a cockpit view of this battle with onboard Matt R. Webb looking at this one. Eric didn't get a good run there. He's going to fall back in. Look, Patrick Calgill losing a little bit of his lead now, only down to about a 10th. Unless he got I guess Sanchez gets a huge run along with Eric. Not sure if Patrick might have touched a wall there. Danny gets pushed all the way out wide. It's going to let Eric Gambrell come in and take the inside, and Matt is going to follow him through. Got a new top 3 now. And here comes back Danny Sanchez trying to get the spot back. Oh, and Eric's going to try to pull the block. Not going to get it done. Going to get a little loose, and we might go. And there goes Matt. Avoiding that. Going to get all the way. Going to pull the slide job off to get up to second place there. Patrick Calgo's happy to see that. He's now up to a second gap. Great battles up here. We'll take a look further down the field. We got Sunbound here. There's Zach Panzarella and Lucian gets super loose there. Oh, and we see the wreck there. Chris Calgill put him to the wall. Take a look. Doesn't look like that car's too beat up. But we'll go back just a little bit and take a better look at what happened here. Just two cars trying to be in the same place at once. Racing incident there. But unfortunate events for Chris. Was having a good run from 17th. Almost all the way up to the top 10. But we'll see if anybody takes the pit here. Looks like they're looking down there. Let's see if that's the field does. So here we'll go. Oh, and Joshua Nunes looking to get a position in pit lane. Looks like everybody's going to come in. And we'll sit here and watch and see the race off pit road. Looks like good stops from everybody up front. Eric Gambrell doesn't look like any tire is going to do fuel only. Patrick Calgill, first guy out. Let's take 4. Looks like Chris is going to get that car fixed, so. But your new race leader, or not really new, but current race leader, Eric Gambrell, going to take, let's see, what was that? At most, right sides only. Only a 7.2 second pit stop. JD McGee, same. Each got a few positions there in that pit cycle. See how that turns out. But we for first caution here, lap 9 or I think like 19 of 100. got nobody lap down yet, so good news for everybody there. Scally was able to recover some positions at pit lane, back up to 15th. Your biggest movers would be Eric Gambrell and JD McGee in that pit cycle. We'll see. We're forming up. Pace car will be coming off this time to come back to the green.
Green flag, green flag.
As we are green, Eric Gambrell gets a good jump. Patrick Calga looking to defend against Matt there on the outside. Not going to be able to do it with no help there, as Matt is going to take second place back. Oh, as Patrick tries to squeeze it 3 wide, we're 3 wide down the backstretch. And Patrick jumps Eric Gambrell for the race lead. And it's going to get this lap led, I believe. As here we go, we're 2 side-by-side racing now. Oh, and Joshua News gets loose. And so does Matt. Oh, that's going to be an ugly one. Oh, it's... Matt spins in front of the field. We'll play this back. Yes, we'll take a look here what happened. We'll go to the chase. Joshua Noon starts. He's going to keep clean. Oh, in contact between Patrick Calga and Matt. It's going to get him loose. And Jerry Rose just gets nowhere to go. So we'll go take a look through his view of that. So we'll do a cockpit view here. We'll take a look. We see some smoke. Lets off on the brakes a little bit. Oh, and this is unfortunate. But his bumper did come back, so good news for a little less repair time. We got a chance to look at Matt's car though. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like front bumper a little messed up. But Marcus Abach, benefit of all this, up 13 spots up into the top 5 in the last podium position. As Danny Sanchez makes it back up to the top 3. as Patrick Calgo is going to take us around. Lights are off on the pace car. Will be going green next time by. Patrick's going to have the control, so we'll see what he can do on this restart, see if he can't get a good jump. Just past the quarter point of this race. As here we go, pace car is in.
Green flag.
And
green
we
flag.
are green. Patrick gets a great jump. Might be able to, is going to be able to clear Danny if he wants to, or they're going to come down to the bottom. So we're single file all the way to Zach Panzarella. Our first little battle there is Lucian on the outside, going to get clear of John, or Howard, sorry. That would be Howard there on the inside of Tommy Fox. As we have a battle for the lead. Danny Sanchez looks to the inside into turn one. Gonna stay even as he entered two, and here comes the exit. Looks like Patrick got a good exit as Brandon Lowe is gonna jump down and try to help his. Oh, as Lois does not get a good run there, and there goes Mark to the inside. Seaward, Zach Panzarella chooses to run, so he's gonna go to the inside of Lois too, gonna stay behind Mark Zabak. Zabak pulls up in front of Lois. As there goes Zach Panzarella, gonna pop in front now. Two of your top movers right now battling out. As Zabak gets into the wall, Lowe's got to dive down behind Panzarella. As we're going to keep it green and clean. So take a further look out in the back as we have here 907 and the 21 bound out. That's Josie Quinn and JD McGee. It looks like JD McGee might be having some problems with the tires as he just got passed by two. As here comes Jerry Rose next. So the 51 car gonna try to take the outside. Edward Peltz just got past Eric Gamble, and there comes Matt. 98 car coming back. So take a look here. We got a battle for the top three positions. It's Mark Zabak looks to the inside of Danny Sanchez. As Panzarella looks to the outside of Mark Zabak, see who's able to. I think we just saw a little fishtail out of Zach Panzarella, going to get the move made up to third. Now up 11 positions. Now looking to the inside of Danny Sanchez. Oh, Danny gets super loose into the wall. Oh, and the 21 spin into the inside wall. Big wreck there. We're going to stay green. That car is totaled. But we're going to stay green here. Zach Panzarella is going to get second place. Mark Zabaukin up to third. Danny Sanchez, hope he doesn't have little right rear damage. See what plays out there. Is he still a little loose coming out of 2? Josie Quinn in the pits, not surprised with the big hit off the inside wall. Look back here, there's Everett Pelsick on the inside of Chris Cowgill. We'll go take a look at that wreck when we get a chance on what happened. And there goes the 15. The Tide car going, trying to look to the inside of Matt. Not gonna get it. Here comes Joshua News on the outside though. Chris Cowgill looking the inside of Jerry Rose. So take a look back up here. Zach Panzarella has now shrunk that gap down. They are teammates, so we'll see how aggressive they seem to be. So we'll take a look back here. As Jerry Rose is going to look maybe to send it through the middle. Not quite. As Chris still looking on the outside, trying to get that pass made. A little fishtail in the line there. As going to get the pass made now as we are back single file. Joe is back on the track. So take a look back here. Eric is getting by JD McGee now. So they try to catch back up to the Pat. Not sure what happened there, but as here we go, Chris looks to the inside of Jerry Rose. As Matt's looking to the inside of Danny Sanchez. Here comes 41. And Chris sends it in deep. Gonna get even with Joshua Nunes. Great battle here for the top 10. As we look here for the battle for the lead, Zach Panzarella looking to the inside, gonna get a little sideways there. Gonna slide back up. And there goes Mark to the inside for second place. Panzarella is gonna try to gain that speed back on the outside. Might have gone a little too high there. But he's gonna look for maybe for the cutback here. Mark's gonna look to block it off. As here goes Zach Panzarella on the inside. Not gonna be able to make it happen there. As here comes Brandon Lolis, looks to get a better run than Panzarella did. Looking to take that top 3 spot away from him. Panzarella might have overheated those tires, bowing Patrick there. So take a look back here for the battle for the top 10. Chris Cowgill holding that last spot, looking to get up to 9th. As Jerry Rose is looking to get in the top 10 here. Right behind him, he's got Edward Peltz trying to chase him down. Oh, contact in the wall for Jerry Rose. does get by Zach Panzarella for P3. So here we go. Chris Calgan on the inside. Gonna send it in deep. Might get even with the 99 of Howard Stevens here. Oh, it's gonna disappear. Gonna have to stay a little low. Take a look back up here. The top four bunching, or 2 to 4 bunching back up. Might get some racing going. Try to keep an eye. That's Mean Gene goes to the bottom. Gonna cut the nose off of Edward Peltz a little bit there. He's gonna look to the inside of Chris Calgill. And an 03 John Deere machine. As Joshua Nunes is loose. Gonna keep it straight. What a save out of 2. This Mean Gene's gonna get past him. Or Jerry Rose, sorry. Or 11th. Chris Calgill is now looking to catch back up to that battle. As we'll take a look here. Zach Panzarella falling off a little bit. Not sure he didn't burn his tires up too soon as we have a battle for the lead. Mark Zabok's been looking good all day, but here comes Brandon Lowell, someone we haven't talked about much. But he's also a fast driver too. As he's looking to get second place. He's going to secure it there. So he's looking for the lead now. Just slide to the bottom there. As Mark gets into the wall a little bit, that's going to hurt his entry. Zabok does get to his outside. Is he going to be able to keep the runs? Going to be able to keep the runs. He slide in here. Just stay on the outside, defend it well. As Eric Gambrell into the pits now. As here goes Mark to the inside of Patrick. Going into turn 3. Brandon Lowell is giving him a little draft help as we almost have contact there. As it looks like we're having a new race leader here. Not quite. Patrick's going to get that lap led. A great battle here for the lead. As Lois looks to the outside, take back second place here from Mark. Oh, Lois gets a little loose. Rear end stepping out on him. Gonna be able to keep the power down though. Impressive save there to again keep the speed up. Zach Panzarella, you just see the nose of the car right there. Patrick's gonna get a good run back up to 3/10 lead. Somebody we haven't mentioned much of tonight would be Tommy Fox. He's made himself back up to the top 5, starting in P6. Good run from him so far. Chris Calgill, talked about him for a while, making a good run up 10 spots. Mark Zabok, biggest mover though, at 14 up in second place. Looks like Matt is gonna took a pit stop also. As we get back to single file racing here, I'll try to see if we got some action anywhere else. As Brandon Lowell now, as I say that, goes to the bottom. So we'll go to the nose of. On the nose of Panzarella now, just going to watch how these guys are just looking to try to find some clean air. The tires are probably struggling right now. They pit on lap 19, so got a few, almost 40 laps on these tires, or 30 laps on these tires, sorry. That'd be 40, yeah, we got over 30. As I'm trying to do math at the end, that doesn't ever work out. As we take a look at your race leader, Patrick Calgill got it, hasn't lost it much, has been leading most of this race. As we're coming to lap 58. As Mark Zabach touched the wall there just a little bit. Fastest lap of the night is held by Zach Panzarella, it looks like, with a 29.5. As we got a battle for second and third once again. Lois looking to the inside, going into 3 and 4. Mark's going to be able to stay just ahead here. But there goes Lois to the inside, going to get a decent run. As Lois is going to get second place now from Mark. We'll see if Mark has an answer. Mark's going to get into the wall, though. It's going to bring Panzarella right up to his bumper, along with Tommy Fox. He's kind of just been sitting back there patiently right behind Panzarella, just waiting to strike as Joshua Nunes drops down into the pits. This is our closest battle so right now. Brandon Lois is trying to track down Calgill as Patrick Calgill drops down to the pit, same as Tommy Fox. As there goes Zach Panzarella to the inside of Mark Zabach to take back second place, as Brandon Lois is going to get that lap lead here on lap 6, coming to 61. We'll see what the rest of the field does, as we got Howard Stevens in the pits also. But new race leader Brandon Lois for a lap as he comes on the pit, same as Zach Panzarella and Mark. Oh, big lockup from Lois. As it looks like Lucian got caught potentially speeding, does have a black flag. Looks like Brandon Lois didn't make the speed, but we'll take a look. New race leader Chris Calgill gonna get that lap lead, either this time or last time. Does get the lap lead there confirmed. We'll take a look here. Here comes Patrick Calgill and Brandon Lois. Lois just came out of the pits, and as Mark Zabach takes a spin out of pit lane, going to stay off the racetrack though, so it's not going to bring out the caution. But Patrick Calgill is should inherit the lead of this race again once they go through the pits. As Patrick's now catching up to third place, Edward Peltz out of 2. John Ott in the pit for a while and having to serve a black flag also. Speed in the pits, 46 seconds. As Austin drops down to the pits now. As there we go, and Chris Calgill back on the lead lap after passing his brother, or Patrick Calgill back on the lead lap after passing his brother Chris. And there we see it. Chris coming down the pit road. Patrick should inherit the lead again. There we go. Patrick Calgill back up to first. Brandon Lawless and Zach Panzarella. Here's Brandon Lawless. He is about 2 seconds back. And 2 seconds back from him is Patrick. And another second back from him is Panzarella. Panzarella's got to be careful. He's got Eric Gambrell coming up with a group of 3 catching pretty quick. Matt has been able to recover from that early incident. Good for him. Eric Gambrell trying to make a recovery drive now. Back up to 5th so far. Mark Zabok in 8th. That spin didn't hurt him too bad, but did lose about maximum about 4 or 5 positions. As we got 32 to go. Which sounds like that was the last pit stop for these guys, so Josie Quinn back into the pits. Tommy Fox gets around those 2 and is putting down some good lap times. Zach Panzarella putting down 2/10 quicker than the guys in front. I'll have to check what this next lap is compared to these guys, but last lap was a 29.86. The other guys were in the 30s. And they're all running about the same lap times now. Top speed that last lap was faster. Patrick Calgill only hit 188. Patrick is with 30 to go, working with about a 2.5 second lead. Wallace has got a 1 second lead over. So we look back here, they're still staying single file. Look at Jerry Rose and Harold Ralph. On 2 different lines, and here's Edwards Peltz looking at Joshua Nunez. As he's going to look to the inside here into 1. They're not going to be able to make it done that time. Look there, Matt looking to the inside of Eric. He's going to get the move made. As Eric now looks to the inside of Matt. Looks like they're just gonna be. Oh, Matt looks to the inside. It's gonna be a little loose on the rear end, but gonna keep it straight. As Joshua Nunes jumps to the pits. Oh, Joshua Nunes. We got 2 crashes to look at the end of this race. Jerry Rose up further in the top 10, up to P9 now. The pass on Harold. So take a look at the guy who's been leading most of this race, Patrick Cowgill. Been a great night from him. Very consistent. Slowly eking that gap out as we take a look at Rand Lawless up 2 spots on the night, up to 2nd. Looks like as long as he keeps it clean, as I think we might have missed an issue with Chris Cowgill as he is missing his front bumper. And Zach Panzarella in 3rd, up 11 spots. Great night for him. Eric Gambrell and Matt back into the pits here. So 3rd time in. So we have 24 to go here tonight. If Panzarella keeps this pace up, we'll have a battle here in about 4 laps. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. Jerry is catching up to Mark here. About 4 lap fresher tires. As Mark just got past Danny Sanchez, who pitted 10 laps before they did. As there goes Jerry to the inside also. Harold should follow him right behind. Oh, as Matt looks to have another problem. And oh! I'm not sure who that was. It was Edward Peltz, and Howard Stevens just did an amazing job at avoiding a wreck, with Matt coming back up the track off the apron. Mark having a good drive after that early spin out of pit lane, back up to 5th place, but he's got Jerry Rose on hot on his tail. He's also having a good drive here tonight. Danny Sanchez comes down to the pits, but here we go. Here comes the battle for 2nd. Panzarella's gotten that gap down. See if he's got any tires left to get past Lolas here. Oh, Lois gets loose out of the corner. Gonna slam the wall. Oh, to come back up track and collects Tommy Fox. The broken race car, still no caution. And looks like still not gonna get a caution. Gonna stay green. Tommy Fox, the sucker of that one. I have a couple things to go look at after the race ends, but we got about 17 laps to go. As we'll see if Patrick Cowgill can keep this lead, or is Zach Panzarella gonna be able to chase down Patrick Cowgill for a showdown in the last couple laps? Gonna have to take that lead out quite significantly, though. Both of them sitting pretty comfortable, though. The car's behind. As we'll try to go find a battle or two. This last 17 laps. Let's see, we got Harold and Jerry looking, trying to get back to Mark Zabak, who has now been promoted to P3, and Rose and Ralph are now in the top 5 together. And they have a decent gap to Peltz. Ooh, as Rose gets a little loose there. Does not look like Panzarella is going to be able to get it done, as he's losing more time now to Patrick.
Alright, man, caution is out.
Oh, and as we just catch that, we're on JD. We'll see what happens here. And it's not totally sure what was happening there, but that's going to bring out our third caution of the night. Not what Zach Panzarella and Patrick Cowgill wanted, with over 10 seconds to the next car, Mark Sabak. But we'll see what Patrick Cowgill and Panzarella do here, as they do have guys behind that have fresh tires. Looks like everybody in the lead lap is going to take tires. There, Gambriel, your lucky dog. Gonna be on 10 lap old tires here. And Patrick's going to do fine off the race of pit road. As we're going to have I believe a 12 or 10 lap shootout here at Old Atlanta. Looks like Joshua is out of this race, unfortunately, with the meatball flag. As here goes all of the lap cars. As we will take a look at our pit stop strategy. See, Panzer top 3 is gonna be, let's see, 3 stops. Alright. Yes, we are gonna come to 10 to go on this restart. Panzer is warming up his tires. So here goes the pace car off.
Green, green, green.
And Patrick Calgill takes the field to green. Panzarella gets a decent jump, gonna move down to the bottom. We're kind of in the middle as Mark and Jerry go at it. Jerry's on the outside there. As we got a battle further back, that is Eric Gamble and Edward Phelps going at it. Looks like Eric's gonna get the move made. Here we go, 9 laps to go. So go time for all these drivers. As there goes Eric Gamble around the outside of Harold. He's gonna looks to get the move made. Mark Zabok heavy into the wall. But look here, we got Zach Panzarella. As Eric Gamble sets the fastest lap of the race, 29.36. Panzarella looking quite feisty too at the moment. As we see there, Jerry gives a squeeze to Eric there in the Mark into the wall again. Oh, and Jerry's going to end up getting into the inside of Eric. Going to turn him. Big wreck. As Eric's going to end up getting T-boned. We'll go back and take a look at this. As we'll go to the far chase here. And take a look. Ooh, and Jerry, this doesn't stay up to the wall, and Eric are just 2 cars in the same place and gets killed by Harold there. That is that left rear suspension totaled. Oh, and the crab walk. We'll see if Eric's able to get back out. See if he still has a fast repair. Looks like he's going to, doesn't have a meatball and is going to be back out. Did have his fast repair. Good for Eric. You're going to be able to at least take a chance with 6 to going to be about 4 to go. Should be plenty on time. As we got 4 minutes to the hour mark of this race. Been a good one so far. A little slow moment there in between the cautions once they got spread out, but other than that, been a great race. As there goes, I believe, Brendan Lowis around for his lap back. So it looks like we're becoming to 3 to go actually on the drop of the green flag. As here we go, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to have a 3-lap shootout here for the end of this race. Patrick Calgill's been good on the restarts all night. See if he can't get at least one more good start to secure this victory. Panzarello's got to look out for the inside row. He's got Mark Zabak to his inside on the restart, so he's been quick all day too. Everett Pelt's right behind him. Should help him. He is a teammate. But here we go. We'll see what they can do here. Get the close-up video cam of this restart.
Green flag, green
As
flag.
Patrick looks to get a good jump there. So does Zach Panzarella. Gets a great jump, the two of them. Going to be able to pull down in front of Mark Zabak. As further back in the field, looks like Matt's making his way back up too. So we got a little bit of wall contact there, but no big deal. As here we go. Coming to 2 to go. Take a look here. We got Eric Gambrill trying to jockey for position here. As there goes Howard Stevens, the outside of the 904. Danny Sanchez back up. Oh, we got a big wreck. Gonna be a caution.
Caution is out.
So we are gonna have some green-white checkers to do. We're gonna take a look back. That's gonna involve a few of the faster drivers today. As we'll get the big view on this one. Can't really see, so never mind. We'll go to the chopper. Oh, and just 2 cars coming to the same place. Gonna collect quite a few. Doesn't look like there's too much damage. That might hurt the front ends of these cars. But it looks like we're gonna have a green-white checker with our 5th caution of the night. As next time by should be lights out, and we'll begin form back up for the first attempt of the green-white checker. So we're gonna have a 2-lap shootout for here, and we get a bunch of big moves here at the top. Zach Panzarella, Mark Zabak, Lucian up 7 spots, Harold up 6 spots, Austin up 7 spots up to 11th. Good day from those guys. Jerry Rose is going to make it back out. Danny's going to make it back out. Form back up. Patrick Calgill will take us green one more time. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
As Patrick looks to get another good jump here. Israel gets a good one too. As we come to 2 to go. 3 wide going into 1. Great battle here between Matt Edward Pelt and Eric Gambrell. As here we go, we have taken the white, next flag ends it. As Eric Gambrell battling Brandon Lois here. Edward Pelt's right on the bottom, it's gonna block him a little bit. Gonna go up high too, block Lois, get the push. As Chris Calgill in trouble back there. As we look for here comes Patrick Calgill to take the checkered. And it's going to be Patrick Calgill win here on week 4 at Old Atlanta. And it's going to look like Edward Peltz is going to keep 4th place with that battle. And Mark Zabot going to get up to 3rd for a top 5 finish. What a race. And we got a couple things to go look at. We'll sit here and watch. Patrick Calgill now does his burnouts. And we will pull up the race results now. As Patrick Calgill, your race winner here tonight. Stack Panzarella in 2nd, Mark Zabok in 3rd, Edward Peltz 4th, Eric Gambrell 5th, Brandon Lois 6th, Matt R. Webb 7th, Lucian Thomason 8th, Jerry Rose 9th, and Austin Rayborn rounds out your top 10. Finish out it will be Howard Stevenson 11th, Harold Ralph, and 12th, Danny Sanchez 13th, John Ott 14th, Chris Calgill 15th, Josie Quinn 16th, J.D. McGee 17th, and in 18th, Tommy Fox. As we'll go look at this J.D. McGee wreck real quick that happened earlier in the run that we didn't get a chance to go look at. Oh, no, this is one we already looked at. Sorry. Here it is. Tommy Fox. Yes, it's in between of Tommy Fox and Brendan Lolis here. Lolis is just gonna hit the wall and it's gonna break loose and get down into the brakes. That front left suspension. Just not able to steer there. And Tommy Fox just gets collected, unfortunately, there. As we got one more, I believe, on lap 36. Yep, here is Josie Quinn's wreck that we didn't get to watch. So take a look here. So we're going into 199 is gonna meet in the middle, gonna have some contact, and then 15 is gonna give a little bump. Not really nothing he can do there. It's just gonna get the inside wall. Oh, and close for Eric Gambrill there. It's gonna keep bounced off the walls. But we will go live and see if we don't have any of our guys in here. So we have all of them. Cool. Alright, and we're going to pull in Mark Zabok in first. Hey Mark, we got you.
Hey.
Hey, great run tonight. Up 13 positions from the start to get a podium position here at Old Atlanta. What were your thoughts on this one?
Actually, tons of fun. That was a lot of good racing. I think I raced side by side with pretty much everybody there tonight, so it was good.
That is
I'm usually not racing for points. I'm all about having fun, and man, I had a good time.
That's always good to hear. It looked sharp out there tonight. Good to have you here on the podium with us. Have any shout-outs for the night?
Well, always got to give a shout out to my wife. She lets me come and race.
Oh yes.
yeah. But no, all the boys I'm with. It's about the camaraderie and having a good time. We chat and have a little bit of a. It's the hobby, right? So.
Oh yeah.
Nothing better. It doesn't cost any money after you get your stuff. It's not like a real race car. So.
Alrighty, well it was a pleasure having you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun. Good broadcast out there, buddy.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Alright, we'll pull in Zach Panzarella. Alright, we got second place finisher Panzarella here.
What up?
Oh, that was a race.
Oh man, that was fun. That was easily the best I think I've ever had a mile-and-a-half race in an Arca car for me. Just like the draft wasn't stupid, it was just a lot of fun. Really loved the way the track was racing, so shout out to our admin Patrick Calgill, who perfectly made this race to settings that would make him I'm just kidding. But no, shout out to him for just those perfect conditions. I hope it looked okay in the broadcast with all that fog, but I'll tell you guys, the track felt incredible. So that was a ton of fun. I did not get a single lap of practice in because I just came back from Arizona for the NASCAR race. So to come home with second place and have a legitimate shot at the win, I'm extremely happy with today.
Yeah, you were looking sharp out there. You end up 12 positions up. Some craziness happened in this race, so I'm sure you're going to love to go look back on as an admin. But
Can't wait. Oh, thank you for the preview.
Good race. Yep. Conditions looked great. Y'all didn't look. A couple of scary moments between some of the drivers, but nothing too bad. And I think Eric took that fastest lap from you there on that last restart.
Yeah, and well, to make it feel a little bit better, Zab put up 2. Zab put down a 4.93, which is disgusting. So both of them put down great laps. But yeah, unlike racing Patrick the whole time, like haven't led a lap. Spent so much time in the top 3.
Well, it's hard to lead a lap when Patrick is getting half a second lead on restarts.
Very true.
But
very those restarts were disgusting by him, and we were working together, believe it or not. And yeah, I just I wanted that fastest lap pretty bad to hold on to a good points day, but hey, it's still a good stage
I
points, and
say it's
that
still a
did
good
need that.
points day. You finished second.
Yeah, yeah, literally still a great points day, and could and had a legit shot at the win. And if that last caution doesn't come out, I think I probably had it. I'm not sure. Patrick, I'm sure will tell you too, but he was short a lap. I was good. And Zab was about
I about
11
to say
seconds
because you
behind
are
me.
not good on lap time wise. He was
No,
gaining.
once Lolis got out of shape and it looked like he hit the wall, and I looked down at my relative, and I have an 11-second gap to third, so I'm
Oh.
like, okay, no incentive to push anymore. So I started aggressively saving, knowing that Patrick didn't have enough. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll just back into this one, and then that caution came out. So, who was that, by the way?
The last one that would have.
No, the one that brought out the one that was like 20 to go after that.
Oh, that would be the 99, who is. Let me find him. My Howard. It's they had I can't remember who, but they had an altercation.
You owe
On the
me a
front
KK
stretch.
Woodscapes trophy, Howard. I expect I'll be sending you the invoice. But beyond that, yeah, great race. Shout out to you, Hilltop. Shout out to Daily Drivers Inc. And glad I was able to make this one. That was so much fun. That track was incredible. Yeah, what a great season so far. And if you guys are watching at home, registration still open for this league. Field size is getting awesome. We're 2 races in a row. We're 1 away from 20, so we'd love to see us hit that awesome number. Go ahead and hit up me, Patrick, Cal Gilliam, who you're about to hear from. Hilltop Bullet here, Mean G Money, anyone that you hear associated with VRN, we can get you in this league. But loving it so far, and big shout out to you, Hilltop. You're doing a great job up there, and can't wait to watch this one back because that was a fun one.
Alrighty, well, thank you. Well, we'll get Patrick in here and we'll sign off so people can go join us for the next race.
Thank you, guys.
Alrighty, you got your race winner here, Patrick Cowgill. Congrats, Patrick.
Heyo. That was awesome.
I say you looked like the most dominant car all night. Those restarts were amazing to watch. Getting quite a large gap every time.
Yeah, at the beginning of the race, I was not very comfortable at all. Like, my arms and legs were shaking for some reason. I don't think it was nerves, they were shaking, and I couldn't hold the car steady very good, but there towards the end, with everything that was going on, I was so involved in it that I wasn't even thinking about the nerves or anything like that, so...
Well, you got the race win. Great point stay. I believe you did get the stage. I keep forgetting to look where everybody is at the stage break. But good point stay. I'm not really sure where everybody sits in the points because I've been getting home a little too late to put all that together right now. But congrats on the race win. This is second one of the season. I think first.
This is my first one of this season.
All right.
Actually, I think it's my first win of the year.
Well, congrats on that. I'm sure you'll have more after you've broken your little curse last season or last year of the drought. But alrighty, you got any shout outs for us tonight?
Yeah, gotta thank my wifey for letting me race. Give a shout out to CTN MB1 Connecting here. Thank you for putting on the broadcast. Thank all the guys in DDI Motorsports and everybody who puts on the league and makes everything run as smoothly as it does. And I also gotta give a congrats to Zach and Mark. They definitely made me work my butt off there at the end of the race, so good job for them too.
Alrighty. Well, congrats on the race win, and hope you have a good rest of your night.
Yep, thanks, Alex.
Yep. Alrighty, well, that was your race winner, Patrick Cowgill. But that is it for the night here at Atlanta and the Daily Drivers Inc. Arca Series. But come join us here, and I'm really not sure what time it is, but in about 30 to 45 minutes, here come back for the Cup cars here also at Old Atlanta tonight. That's going to be a good one as we are about halfway through that season right now. And Chase is coming up soon, and we have the cutoff lines. But this was Hilltop Bullet with VRN. Hope everybody has a good night.